and then getting the core involved. It's Friday night and I'm at the gym. Today I want to, I don't know, get a lot of high heart rate movement in, but that doesn't necessarily always mean that I'm going to go heavy. So in yesterday's workout, I handled this like a couple of 70-pound kettlebells quite a bit, and also did a lot of movements that could be considered on the heavier side. And so today, I'm not necessarily going to tax myself on the weight, although that can be relative for people. So some things might appear heavy or could appear too light. It is, what it is. It just depends on the person. But essentially going to do like a lot of full body movements with the sled and kettlebell. Might throw in some dumbbell stuff too. Might throw in some mobility as well. I don't know. I'm kind of in the mood to do a longer workout, but not necessarily do anything too heavy. In any case, what I'm starting off with is reverse, not reverse, sled rows. But one of the things that I'm doing while doing the sled row is doing one arm at a time, and then I'm going to alternate each rep, and also use a reverse grip. So usually I like to stand overhand and then like almost like a corkscrew motion backwards. But I kind of want to focus on I don't know. There's like a certain feeling that I have in my shoulder that I feel more, I don't know, connected with when I'm using a reverse grip, and so that's why I'm doing a reverse grip today. So looks like this. Squatting back as I row and exploding. And also, since the weight isn't too heavy, I'm trying to go fast. And even when I push back, I'm trying to like not go at a slow pace, kind of running forward. And then using a 25-pound kettlebell to do like a step snatch high pull combo. It's like a flowy complex almost. So starting in a staggered position, high pull, step snatch, and repeat. Going for a 5. And even with this, keeping a fast pace, trying to get my heart rate up. One of the mistakes that I catch myself making while doing the movement is going heel first. Instead, I want to go toe first. And so, while performing movements, always be conscious of what you're doing. Sometimes when you do things fast, you start losing some, I guess, I don't know, cues or how to move the right way. And it's always good to like be aware of what's going on. Otherwise, it reinforces bad habits. Anyway, as you can notice, this has got me out of breath, which is kind of the point of what I'm trying to do today. Not heavy movements, but full body, movements that get the heart rate going with a little bit of like explosiveness to it. So yeah, at least that's what I'm starting with. Let's see where this workout goes. 5 sets of this. Keeping with, I guess, the concept of explosiveness, I haven't, when I first started the channel, I would do a lot more, like, sprints and plyometrics kind of stuff. And somewhere along the way, my focus drifted towards other things. And, I don't regret having that change in focus or whatever. But I definitely do think, I used to be someone who used to run a lot, do a lot of sprints and stuff like that, do a lot of plyometrics, and I don't want to lose that capability. Snatches can be considered an explosive motion, but I haven't necessarily been doing anything explosive with the lower half of the body, like jump squats or box jumps or sprints or anything like that. And so it made me think that today is as good as a day as any to throw in some plyometric kind of stuff. So doing this little jump pattern. So I'm going to start off on this box, jump to the side of that box, and then do like a rotational or 180-degree box jump, and then repeat that for 4 to 5 times on each side, and then end off with a kettlebell flow. So looks like this. So if I'm going towards the left, I'm going to have my right leg planted. I'm kind of going to bound myself to the left side of that box and then jump onto it. So it looks like this. And then switch legs and directions each time. This is a little tilted. Okay. So, the act of kind of... I shouldn't be talking as I do this, but let's do that again. No, so what I was trying to say, let me first say it before I do it. So the act of jumping to the side, you have to absorb the impact and then also switch directions, which forces the body to move kind of in a complex way. All right, now that I said what I wanted to say, let me just do the movement. So after that, Going to do a little explosive flow with the with the 30-pound kettlebell. So we're going to start with it at rack position. I'm going to do a sideways hand-to-hand swing to snatch, then a snatch to half kneeling windmill, straight iron cross, so lateral hand-to-hand swing to snatch and half kneeling windmill. I'm going to do this 3 times on each side. So yeah, doing these for now, doing 5 sets of this. Yeah, kind of liking, I don't know, I should do more of these explosive kind of stuff. It's just that there's so many things I want to do and do that it's hard to figure out a proper way of doing all of them. And then usually something starts drifting off to the wayside. So like recently it's been kettlebell juggling that I haven't been able to devote as much time to. But, you know, it is what it is. Can't be good at everything. So yeah, on to the next thing. So for the next set of things, going to start off with some single leg explosiveness. So I'm going to get my leg into like a Bulgarian split squat position. And essentially what I'm going to do is just hop to the side onto the box. So looks like, let me get this into right position though. All right, looks like this. Going for 8. That previous set of exercises did take quite a bit out of me. All right. After that, so I was doing step snatches earlier, and usually I've always done them with just one kettlebell. This time I'm going to do them with 2 kettlebells, using 2 25-pound kettlebells to step snatch. Going for 5 on each leg. I think one of my weak points is balance. Like with all sorts of this single leg explosive maneuvers, it feels like my balance is not where I want it to be. All right. Another thing this movement teaches you to do is like to be rhythmic and have various components of your body perform the right action at the right time. So sometimes you'll notice when I'm doing the snatch, one kettlebell seems to go back a little faster or a little slower compared to the other hand. And that just takes the body out of a smooth rhythm. And like a lot has to be said for timing, uh, the firing of the muscle at the right time to get optimal output. And so by doing movements like this, I believe it helps the body get more in tune with that system. Yeah, which I think is a good thing. So yeah, I'm going to do this for a bit. Probably one or two more exercises after this. Let's see what happens. This workout has taken quite a bit out of me. Yesterday was a pretty high activity day too, and a lot of explosive movements in this. And I think if I did like a lot of explosive stuff like regularly, this workout wouldn't have got me so gassed. Plus, I think the other thing is my nose is still a little congested and stuff, and like I guess I'm not able to get in as much oxygen as I usually would have. In any case, this next movement isn't necessarily explosive, but I do think it's probably good for athleticism. I came across this online, or at least a variation of this. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing. So I'm using the cable machine, and I have the cables attached to my wrist. So I'm going to get into push-up position. Then I'm going to do a push-up, opposite toe touch, opposite toe touch. Getting the core involved big time with this movement. Doing 5 times on each side, and then with the 30-pound kettlebell, going to do a tactical clean to lunge press. So it looks like this. Tactical clean, press. Tactical clean, press. Going for 5 on each side. Alright, so yeah, that's it. Gonna do this, and that'll be it for the workout. I think tomorrow I'm going to take a day off of weight training. I'm starting to think about like how I should distribute my volume and things like that. And it's probably not, I don't know about probably, but I just want to experiment and see if so, like, I'm not going to weight train tomorrow, but I will probably go on like a walk or a run or something. And I want to mix in that kind of stuff. And I won't put out a video, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think, like, I want to make some changes, but I'm not necessarily sure what. But for that, I need to experiment and figure out. And so I guess a part of the experiment is I'm not going to do weight training tomorrow, just get some movement in, and just try to gauge like how my body reacts to all of this. In any case, uh, that's all for today's video. See you all in the next one. Peace.